problem. Okay, so we're still going to do 62, and we're still going to divide that into 8,542. And this time, if I'm doing the standard algorithm, the most you're ever going to need to go to on your benchmark numbers is 5. 1, 2, 5. And we've already done that. It was 62, 124, and 310. Again, you can use the same strategy we did before. Okay. You can even go ahead and come up with what 3 times 62 would be. Just combining your two numbers here would be 186. Okay. 4 would just be 2 sets of 124. So just using this, again, I'm not multiplying, I'm just using the numbers and the relationships and patterns that I already have. 100 doubled would be 200, 2 doubled is 4, and 4 doubled is 8, okay, because 4 is 2 sets of 2. So now I actually have all of my numbers from 1 to 5. So I'm going to start in standard algorithm, which means I'm going to start and I'm going to look, and I have 8 thousands. Well, there's no way, if all I've got are 8 pieces, even though they're 8 thousands, I can't put that into 62 groups. It won't go. So I'm going to exchange those 8 thousands for hundreds. So now I couldn't do thousands, so now I'm left, I bring down the 5. So now my answer is answering the 5, and I'm talking about how many hundreds are being put into every group. And if I have 85 hundreds, well, I can use 1 in every group, and that's going to use 62 of them, because 1 times 62 is 62. I'm going to subtract. I get 23. This number is smaller than my dividend, or I'm sorry, my divisor, as it should be if you did correctly. So that means you have to exchange these 2300s now for tens. So now you have 234 tens to work with. So now I'm going to come over here and I'm going to look. Well, 4 is too many. 3 is enough, so I know that I can use 3. So when I do that, that's 186. And again, you cannot subtract 4 minus 6, so you must borrow. And you get 14 minus 6, which is 8. Again, 2 minus 8 cannot be done. You must borrow. Excuse me, that's a 1. 12 minus 8 is 4. 48. Smaller than 62. So I bring down the 2. And I see that 5 is small. So now I'm going to start combining. I'm going to build my other numbers. 6. I'm going to build 7. I see that well, if I went with 3, that's too much. That's 490. So I'm going to drop down to 2, and I can see again, just like I did on the other problem, that it's 434, which is less. So then my answer must be a 7 here. So if I have 482 ones, I can put 7 in each group. And what that will use, again, is 434. And when I subtract, 12 minus 4 is 8. Let me move it up just a little bit. You can't subtract. 7 minus 3, you can, I'm sorry, subtract, is 4. And 4 minus 4 is 0. I am less than 62. So again, just as we saw in the other problem, the remainder is 48. The answer is 137. So 137, remainder 48. I still use the strategy of benchmark numbers to help me, but use the standard algorithm. Whichever way, if you compare the answers still remain the same. And notice all of the subtraction that was done is very similar as well. Right here I did 85 minus 62, but instead I took from the whole thing, I showed that it was 62 hundredths that I was taking. Then down here I moved that I was taking, this was 234 tens, so it would have added a 0. So it's either method that you want to use, you get the same answer. It's what works for you, whether it's the partial quotients or straight to the standard algorithm. So I hope that this will help you with your division, and stay tuned. Our next one will be division of decimals.